Well, how are ya? This is Jack Walsh. Didn't do a very good Robert De Niro voice there. 11/15/2016, 11 to 6 p.m., 11:06 p.m. Tonight I made a roasted chicken tenderloins. I put them, like 6 of them I think there were. I put them in a baking pan because I got one of those aluminum baking pans at the Giant. Put the chicken tenderloins in there. Put in some potatoes. Put in some onions. Chopped up a sweet onion. Put that fucker in there. Quartered a lemon. Put that in there. And put a whole clove of garlic. I just, got the cloves and I threw them in there. Or, all the cloves in a garlic thing. I don't know what the bulb. A whole bulb of garlic I put in there. And, I made a vinaigrette. New word I know now. Made a vinaigrette with red wine vinegar and olive oil. Drizzled that fucker, and then threw it in the oven, 450 for 40 minutes. Came out so good. Just like, I've really, Dad said it too. He said he felt like he was eating at a fine restaurant. And I put rosemary on it too, just, top everything off. But Dad said he felt like he was eating at a fine restaurant. I also made some broccoli rabs. I don't know if rabs is the right word, but rab, or rob, or however it's said. That was also fucking delicious. Just sauteed that. Didn't do anything fancy with it. Garlic. And yeah, that was fucking excellent. It was the best dinner I've ever made ever. It was just really just a fucking excellent dinner. And, I want to cook like that just every fucking night. Every night. Just brilliant meal. See, if I say brilliant meal, that's kind of like tooting my own horn there. I didn't mean it. That was just, the first thing that came in my mind. But yeah, every night I want to do a meal like that. Just, great cooking. The kind of cooking that just lingers with you for like hours later. Not something you're just going to eat and forget about. Actually, cooking, I'm finding, is it's exactly like music. It's there are some things that are just like way too sugary, and they're just there to like pack a punch. But you don't ever remember them. You don't get the subtleties of like more, like the thing that I cooked tonight. That was just. It was so goddamn good. I can't express to you how good that fucking tasted. There was a part in one of those Marco Pierre White videos where he was talking about he was making a lamb and he put thyme on it, and he was talking about just keeping things simple. And how people like overcomplicate shit, being clever for the sake of being clever. And there was another part of that video where somebody said, with food, you have to always remember that Mother Nature is the star. So, don't ever get in the way too much of natural, fresh ingredients. Just, keep it simple, keep it good, keep it, and it's just, that was weird speech patterns. Yeah, so, I want to cook like that all the fucking time now. Just, now that I know I can do it. Also, there was a part in that where there was some other chef there talking to Mark and Pierre White, and he was saying, like, that thyme and lamb have gone together for thousands of years or something. And just the imagery of that made me think of, like some kind of Scottish field. Like, something about thyme and lamb in Scotland. Like bagpipes or something. I don't know why I thought of that imagery, but it's just something about fresh ingredients and just cooking with fresh ingredients, and I don't know. I'm just fucking thrilled about that dinner I made. Yeah. So what else did I do? I came down here. I made a version of the first song on the album. It's really coming together, actually. The album's coming together, and it's starting to sound really good to me. I feel like I could potentially be working on something good here. So, it's just, like, just, have patience and just, don't fucking cook it too fast. Don't, just, just timing, have the right timing. I really feel like, I'm working on something could potentially be good, so. my method here is just to slow cook all the songs. I've been more, just like work on the songs. Don't ever force anything. Don't add anything because you're pressed for time or anything. Just enjoy life, write music, perform music. That's real. I mean, that's the point I can't wait to get to, is when I'm performing music. And just cooking and fuck. That's the dream life I imagine in my head. It's just, performing music to people who want to hear it, and just cooking every night. And, I don't know, just enjoying, running, I feel, I could do it. I feel like I could get there. It's coming along. And, it's just like, the older I get, the more the subtle things are, Like, my tastes are more subtle. The music that I make is more subtle. The food that I'm making is more subtle. It's not fucking Hot Pockets anymore. And I'm proud of that. Proud of all that shit. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, fucking, like, I don't know, just running food. That's all I think about is just how fucking... So I have that much of an ego that, all I talk about is myself. Yeah, so what else is going on today? I have to render all the videos for these journals pretty soon, because they're starting to pile up again, and I haven't put them on the YouTube channel. I haven't checked that in a couple days either, just like the views on my YouTube channel. I just let that Swagbucks video just sit there, do it at once. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to go for a run. Tomorrow's a run day, so. Yeah. That'll be good. Yeah, these songs I'm writing are, much longer than I normally write songs, so. They're full songs. Full-size songs. They're not like little... Oh my Jesus, they're not like little bite-sized things. They're full, fleshed-out, fucking well-thought-out songs. That's what I want. None of this bite-sized, fast-make shit. I want full, I want to make a song in a fucking crock pot that takes all day to cook. Because, that's when shit's the most savory. I want this album to stick in your fucking head for years after you listen to it. And then you just keep going back to it because you can't stop thinking about it. I said this to Lillian one time. I want to make an album that you're just so upset when it ends because that world is gone now. Because I've had albums do that to me, like and books and movies and stuff, where it ends and then it's like, because then it's all gone, and then you're like looking for more ways to get into that world that was created. That's what I want to do with this album. I want to make a world that people are upset when it's over because it can't go on forever. I feel like that's the key to anything good. And actually, I mean, I feel like this could potentially be that thing I'm working on now. Because I mean, more than anything, it's just honest place that it's coming from. Most of it, like, I'm really keeping myself in check to make it as personal and honest. Like, the feelings that they need to be honest. They need to come from a real place. And I'm being as honest as I can with myself about the shit that I'm writing. Because it's easy sometimes to be like, oh, well, I'll sprinkle a little fucking non-honest. This is just something it's a cheat code. There's no cheat codes. There's no shortcuts. This is going to be the real deal. And I have to I think I'm getting better at audio production, but I have to get even better at it to, before I'm going to make this album. Yeah, but that shouldn't take too long. I just have to, the thing that I have to do is I have to get a audio interface so I can separate the channels on the drums instead of just one channel going into the DAW. I hate that. It's something irritating. Not irritating. It's just, I feel like like I'm being pretentious if I say DAW when it's just, audio fucking thing. I don't know. It's maybe not. I don't know. All right. Goodbye. 10 minutes. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye, Mr. Blessington. All right. Goodbye.